Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with Rupan Zero episode number 3 reaction. Alright, the previous episode we met another new character. It was a shaman girl who came in search of one of a like an ornament which was stolen from her, and we get to see how Jigen was actually hired to protect it by the people who stole it, while obviously Rupan, like kind of trying to make like this thing like a competition between Jigen and him. At first, Jigen, we also get to see how Jigen was kind of conflicted about his and Rupan's relationship, what they are supposed to do, whether he's a friend or not, and how to act in front of him. However, later on, he also realizes when Rupan tells him that don't do whatever the other person is telling you, be your own master and do what you think is correct. Just because they told you to protect the thing doesn't mean you have to if you're not okay with it. So that thing, and when the girl also talked to him about Rupan and his own relationship, are they friends or not, like those type of things, we get to see how he decides to side with Rupan and the girl, and helps them get the ornament back. And yeah, and in the end we get to see them having a better bond as a friend. And it's nice to see, like how Jigen slowly starts accepting Rupan, and Rupan also starts seeing everything from Jigen's point of view as well. So there you go, and that was that. Let's see what happens in this episode number 3. Let us begin. I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here. Sync it to whichever is your preference, and let's get started. Okay, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Hmm. All right, let's see. What the? Damn, the camera shake. Oh, there Yoko's back. What the? Oh yeah, where is it? Oh, okay. All right. Oh, is this Rupan's family? Damn. Oh boy. Well, I'm pretty sure. Oh, damn. Oh, yeah, it's from his family, so. Yep. It's his dad? Oh, grandpa. Yeah. Damn! Alright, we're gonna meet this person. The grandson of the first vials of succession. Okay, now this is the first time I'm actually seeing Arsène Lupin because I'm not sure if they showed him before. Maybe I missed some movie or something that I've still not watched. However, for me, this is the first time I'm seeing him. Like I've seen him in flashbacks as far as I can remember, but not like directly. Okay, there he is. Oh my god. What the? Yo, okay, I feel like I have to censor this part. Good god. Wait! Damn. Okay, there's a little bit too much traps, I feel like. Oh god. Oh, that was. Yeah? Hmm. Wow. Alright. Wait, what the hell? Oh my god. Damn, this guy is. Ah, who is this? Game. What the? R- Marion Hood? Oh my god. Oh. What the? Damn. Do that. Wow. Alright. Ah. Okay, this is how it started. How he became Lupin the Third. Okay. Wait, so if they win, yeah. Whoever heard this person's voice? His voice is quite familiar. I'm not even sure if that is a boy or a girl. The voice. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Painted. Oh, then there's some other. Hmm. Damn. Oh, Oh, these are like chess pieces. Nice. These are like chess pieces, aren't they? These are rooks. Oh, oh damn. Oh, nice. There's a little water too. Oh, he saw it. Well, I guess that's one way. Damn. Insanity. So you choose. Ooh. Damn. Oh my god, look at the skeletons. It is insanity. Oh my god. Oh. Oh, you're. Okay, he went a bit. Okay. No, I don't know. Maybe she's got an insight from some other way or something. What the? What's going on with him? Is he like sick? I'm guessing. Oh my! It is insanity. Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. All right. What the? Hmm. Okay. Yeah, laser. She looks a lot like, like her, especially her appearance and everything. It's like a lot like Lord Shiva, the hair and everything. Oh damn. Ooh. Don't touch. Oh, okay. It's like a safe lock. Hmm. Oh my god. Oh wow. This is how he was trained. Oh, did it work? Yes. Oh hey. Yeah. A bit too careless in the end. But yeah, at least it's opened. No, he wants acceptance or to prove something. Hmm. Okay. Damn. What are those? Oh, like floating on top. Oh, you need to jump. Ah. Is that like boiling oil or something? That's crazy. Oh, hey. Okay. Then. Hmm. Ah. Okay, it's like a spin the wheel and you get whatever you get. Okay, let's see what he got. Oh, they don't show us? Okay, later on, they'll reveal. Wait in this room. Alright, let's see. Okay, everything's collapsing now. So, what, you need to get out of here or something? Damn. So why did... Oh, okay, so that is the actual goal, yeah. Oh, but then who got the key? Interesting. So one of them has like a gun or something, I think I remember. Different people got different stuff. Yeah, like it's like rock, paper, scissors, kind of, I guess. Kind of like rock, paper, scissors. No, no, no. I feel like I feel like everyone got like a. There'll be some twist to this. What will it be? Like either nobody has the key, or everyone has the key, or something like that. I don't know. Let's see. Or maybe not. Let's see. Yeah, that's the thing. Like a person will have an unfair advantage. Oh, okay. Ah, yeah, that might be it. Okay, okay, okay. Whoa. Wait. Okay, what the? Okay. Yeah, because he was moving back. Like I said, like I realized that. However, so who has a knife? I think the boy has the knife. It was probably It was probably in the place where he got shot. Oh, it's a fake key. Great. Oh! Oh! Well, you jumped into conclusions. I also did. I thought that he had the key. Wait, so these two have the bandage or the... There you go. True. Alright, so Fulan has the... Wow. Bandage. Hmm. Eh, no, no, he's fine. Oh, nice. Hmm. Heart? What heart? Wait, is he going to... Is he planning to heart transplant or something? No, 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 wait. They're talking about the heart. That's why. They were like... Oh my... Shut up. Great. I agree that the event of my death... Oh yeah. Ah! Okay, that was great. He does... He doesn't want to die. Oh my god. Wow. Okay, that was crazy. That was well done. This guy is crazy. Oh my god. What the? Wait, who was that? Oh, that was her. What was her name? Shinobu. Oh no! I thought that was Shinobu because Shinobu was there in the. Oh, there you go. Wait, that's Shinobu, isn't it? Or is it someone else? Oh my god. Oh wow. Hmm. Well, that's it. Oh wow, that was a really good episode. This was probably the best episode out of the three. I loved this one. Oh my god. This was something. Like one after the other it came. And there's a lot of things that I wasn't able to I wasn't able to predict. and that was really good. Like for example, in the end, I was not expecting that not to be Fulan and someone else. And when they showed us that, oh, it's not her, I was like, wait a minute, so was it that her name is Shinobu, isn't it? The girl who is acting as the butler. Yeah, that girl. Yeah, I thought maybe it was her because she was keeping an eye on Lupin, and then I suddenly see it's actually Lupin's dad. So basically, what happened? I'm guessing like Lupin dad probably told her to keep an eye on Lupin, and he kept an eye on him and probably reported to Lupin the Second, and Lupin the Second decided to take the disguise of Fulan and come in, and yeah, that's what happened. And it makes sense why why she, or like she, not she, but it was Rupan the Second in disguise, was so concerned about Rupan. Like there's two times. The first time is when he helped Rupan out during that not bomb, that laser situation, and the next one was when that Hood guy, Marion Hood, he threw the brick and took him as hostage. I was like, okay, interesting. Why is she so concerned about him? And the first one I can understand, she just helped him out, but the second time her concern was a little suspicious. I was like, why is she so concerned? But then it makes sense, like it was actually the dad. Oh wow, that was a good one. This was this was a really good episode. I loved it. Okay, so in this episode, the first section, we get to see Yoko is back, and she has taken Rupan to like a, what is this, like a opera? No, I think so. Colonel from the US Army. Previous it was the Yakuza. Okay, this is a new business, and she has brought Rupan here to act as a help her out. And okay, so Rupan is like, Jigen is out, so that's why he's like here, and they're like talking about the whole situation, and in comes some people in black suits. They're like, come with us, and obviously it's pretty obvious that these guys are actually come from his family, and they're trying to bring Rupan in. They try to threaten him using guns, and Yoko was like, oh, you guys, what are you doing, and tries to protect Rupan from it. However, Rupan is like, oh, it's fine, they won't be able to shoot me. And but Yoko's like, no, I understand, like I've seen the people, and I understand which people might shoot, which people might not. They seem like the people they might shoot. And Rupan's like, no, they won't shoot. And there's like, why? And because of this, like Rupan uses those two forks or whatever to stop the gun. And that was really that was cool. And then in the end he was like, all right, you know what, let's go. Like I know I cannot get this off of my back. Since grandfather is calling me, I have to go, because he is a legendary thief who never fails to get the hands on whatever he's after. So unless and until I go with them, he'll keep messing with me. So, and I'm pretty sure Rupan did not want to involve Yoko in this whole shenanigan. So he was like, yeah, let's go, it's fine. And here we see Shinobu at the back, kind of keeping an eye on them. That was her, wasn't it? Or was it someone else? Okay, where's that part? I cannot find that section, but yeah, she was like there at the back, keeping an eye on them. And all right, so there you go. Now we are here in Arsene Lupin's hideout, or his mansion, whatever you call it. So okay, now one thing I did not realize at the beginning is that the house that Lupin is living in is actually Lupin II's house, which is his dad's place, I'm guessing. So that's his dad's place, and his grandfather is living in a different place. So that's what's going on. Okay, I understand that now. I thought everyone is like in the same place. Everyone like lives in the same house or something. So this is like a different place, I'm guessing. Anyways, and yeah, this old man is pretty happy, you know, like a lot of girls and all like just sitting. I'm pretty sure I have to, like, you know, that section I have to cut out, that section, the video section, because yeah, it's going to get age restricted obviously. So I'm pretty sure I have already edited that part out, you know, like that section will probably be edited out, that whole section. Like, good lord. But okay, so after that, Lupin comes in and is filled with traps, you know, just one trap after the other, just one after the other, just coming outside and, you know, like trying to kill him. And okay, so here a thing happens where Lupin says that you and your dad are fighting, don't bring me into this. And one of the girls were like, yeah, like, you know, this is like a family, like, you know, family members shouldn't fight amongst each other. And as soon as she said that, he yanked off her teeth, the two golden ones, like, because he's like, yeah, like, you know, anything valuable, like, you know, I'm going to steal. And why did you talk against me? And everything in this world exists for only one purpose, and that's to be stolen by me. My god. And yeah, and he's like, I have brought a few people in, you know, and they will be participating in a little game, you know. Okay, so the boy or girl, I still don't know if that's a boy or a girl. Let me check if there's a character like this. I'm pretty sure there should be Lupin, because I want to see who the voice actor is. It's so familiar, however I cannot put my finger on it. Okay, let me see if I can find out. Cast Albert. Oh, is that his name? So it's a boy. Oh my god, I realized it this late. It's Albert. Oh. Wow, that's Albert? What the hell? Wow, okay, I was not expecting that. I was like, where have I heard this voice? It's Albert. Yeah, it kind of is like, and if you think about, yeah, that's Albert's voice, I guess. Wait, the voice actor Yu Kobayashi, Sasha's voice. Yup, from Attack on Titan. Ruka's voice from Steingate. Yeah. Charlotte's voice from Black Clover. Okay, yeah, there you go. I was like, I've heard this voice somewhere, but where it is, I don't remember. You know, but there you go. Enkidu's voice from Fate Grand Order. Yep, okay, there you go. I'm pretty sure. All right, there you go. Now, wow, that was I was not expecting. Okay, you know what? Yeah, they look similar. I can see that. You know, that's actually Albert. And okay, wow, I was not expecting that to be Albert. Okay, so in this, I guess you could say, in this version of Lupin, Albert like came in contact with the Lupin family. And okay, interesting. All right. Now after that, a few other comes in, Marion Hood and Fulan. Okay, so I'm guessing from the beginning this was Lupin's dad. Fulan. I am in need of great riches to help aid the revolution of. Now I'm not exactly sure, but this, like, you know, Fulan, there's something like, you know, she, like I said, this girl, her, I know it's Lupin's dad in disguise, but I'm talking about the actual person. You know, her dress and everything is so, like, you know, everything's like Lord Shiva, as you can see, like, you know, the hair, especially the little, like, you know, the way her hair was, and the white hair and everything, even like the place where the marking was, it's like the place where the third eye of Lord Shiva like resides and everything, and everything like it's so much like Lord Shiva. And I was like, damn, that's interesting. I've never seen a character like this before. I don't think in any anime except like animes which actually have Lord Shiva in it. Like this type of like character design is very unique, and I was like, damn, that's really, like, everything of her, like it's like look like so much like Lord Shiva. The earrings, the hairstyle, and everything. It's that was really interesting. But anyways, she comes in, or he, I guess this is Rupan's dad in disguise, I'm guessing. And like, all right, like they're like they give like Rupan's grandfather Arsene Lupin gives them like a contract, and it's like, oh, sign it. This, and this contract is written that whoever's going to win this game is going to get the inheritance. And he's like, yeah, Lupin, if you are able to win this, you will become Lupin the third. And there you go. Now here it's interesting to note that we later on get to realize that Lupin actually did not sign it. That it was like a vanishing ink. And this whole contract was actually what's it called, like a lease or a contract of giving the heart to the other person, that is Arsene Lupin. If what was it? It was written in the end, if they lose or something like that, it was written. So that was the whole thing. And Lupin knew that it was something like that, so he did not sign it. Fulan here, which is actually Lupin's dad, is also safe from this, because I'm pretty sure he signed as Fulan. However, it was actually him, so the contract becomes void, null and void, because he used a different person's signature, I think. So Lupin's dad was also safe from it, even if he lost. So Lupin was safe from it, even if he lost. Fulan and Lupin's dad were also safe, because I'm not really sure if Fulan would, the original Fulan would actually, probably not, because like I said, Lupin's dad signed as Fulan. So I think neither Fulan nor Lupin's dad will be responsible to, to carry on what's written in the contract if they lose, because Fulan did not sign it, Lupin's dad signed. Like, this is one thing I don't know. Lupin's dad is safe from it, I'm pretty sure, because Lupin's dad signed Fulan's name in it. So in no way is if he loses, his heart could have been taken, because the contract is completely null and void. I'm not really sure about Fulan though, because technically Lupin's dad signed Fulan's name, so it's not Fulan who signed it. So maybe that is why Fulan was also probably safe. So the only two people or three people who were safe from this contract were Lupin, Fulan, and Lupin's dad. While Marion Hood, I think that was the name, yeah. Marion and Albert, or Al, these two were the only ones who actually signed the contract, and they probably would have been in trouble if they lost. And yeah, one of them got in trouble when they lost, which is Marion Hood. Now, according to the contract, his heart was taken. So that was the thing. So Arsene Lupin is like, so yeah, like if you want to be the successor, do it. And after now, so many things make sense now. I love the fact, like, now that I'm realizing it, the reason behind Fulan asking all these questions to Lupin. When Fulan said that, oh, why are you doing this? You don't seem like a person who would want the property or the valuables, and I realize now why she or he here, which is Lupin's dad, asked the question, because Lupin's dad probably was curious about it, why his son is here. And that is why the curiosity, it makes so much sense now. Why, those type of questions were asked. Why did Fulan ask those questions? Because it was actually Lupin's dad in disguise. Okay, now the game starts or whatever, and all of them starts okay, another thing, Marion Hood was Robin Hood's ancestor. Wow, Robin Hood is supposed to be a very, what can I say, person who, I think he's like the person who takes from the rich and gives to the poor, that type of person. So damn, his ancestor is completely different. He was ready to screw over people just for his own gain. Like that whole thing took Lupin and everyone hostage. Wow. Okay. Anyways, so Rupan is running while Al is that pogo stick just jumping. Rupan is like, oh, that's not fair. Oh boy. And yeah, it's crazy. Like, now that I know that that's actually Albert, I can see the similarities in them. Even the way they look and talk, like the way they change their facial expressions and everything. Yeah, that's Albert. That smug way of talking. Oh my god. All right. Now, Rupan says, like, where, like, are you like a new person who came in? And he's like, where's that part? How long have you known my Grams? And he says that I've been around ever since you left. I'm more than a replacement. In fact, I've learned all the thievery skills that he once taught you. Which interesting, which obviously makes sense. Now, this is the thing. Obviously, this is I guess a different timeline. Like the usual Rupan we see, it's not the same. So not necessarily what we've seen in those in Rupan 5 or Rupan 4, the things that we have seen there, not necessarily is going to match with them, but there will be certain similarities here. For example, in Rupan 5, I remember Albert talking about how they were rivals, and how Rupan and Albert used to kind of what's it called? Like go against each other, do different different jobs, and they used to compete on who's to win and all that. Albert was the one who was more talented. However, a thief's heart, or the confidence and the way a thief works, that Rupan was more better in that. He had the courage, and he had the drive, and whatever you call it, but he had the thing which is the most important for a thief to have. Rupan had that way more than Albert had, and that is why Albert left the Rupan title and decided to go and pursue his own thing. He became the police, that whole thing, and he wanted to get his hand on a whole country, a huge thing, I think something better. He wanted to steal a country, and those type of things I remember in Rupan 5. However, Rupan was like, oh, you're leaving, so you're going to leave the Rupan's name, and that's why Rupan took the name. And it also shows us how later on we also get to see how Rupan is, even though he was not so good in thievery as Albert was, he was a lot more, his personality and the way he was way more suited for being a thief than Albert. Those things, I remember that. He was the better person to carry on Arsene Lupin's legacy. So, all those things we've seen. So I can see, the similarities here, where, Al says that, your grandfather, brought me when you left, and has taught me a lot of things, a lot of thievery skills that he once taught you and all. It makes sense that how he got those skills, yeah, I doubt those two, Lupin 5 and Lupin 0, are related. It's probably some different timeline, time zone, whatever. Not time zone, sorry, some different timeline. However, there are similarities, we can see that. Okay, next we get to see this, go to this part, and I don't know why, but I thought this was like some kind of a chessboard, those huge things in in the... Oh, I understand now. No. Oh, scratch that. For a few moments ago, I said that Fulan, it was Rupan's dad who signed Fulan's name, so it's null and void. No, that was the actual Fulan. Here in this section, for a moment, Fulan disappeared. Yeah, this is where Rupan's dad came in and replaced himself as Fulan and disguised as her. Because later on when we come out, we see in the middle of the forest, she was tied to the... Oh, yeah, it makes so much sense. I was wondering, why did Arsene Lupin not see through that? He's the Arsene Lupin. He should have easily seen through that disguise. Because that was actually Fulan. That was not Lupin II. Lupin II came in later on. And I'm pretty sure Lupin II did not come at that moment in front of the of Arsene Lupin, because Arsene Lupin would have easily figured out that it was his son in disguise. That would have happened. That is why he did not come there, but he came later on when they were on their way to the site. He captured Fulan in the middle, tied her up, and took her disguise. Okay, yeah, there you go. I feel like that's exactly what happened, because this time there was a certain section when Fulan completely went missing. That was when Lupin got her. Makes sense. Yeah, there you go. This is a better explanation, because I was kind of thinking, I was like, even if that was Lupin's dad, why did Arsène Lupin did not say anything? He's way too intelligent to not figure out that's Lupin's dad. So there you go. All right. So you know what? I feel like I just for a few moments ago I said Fulan was also safe from the contract. No, Fulan was not safe from the contract, because technically she's the one who signed it. That was the actual Fulan. Later on, Arsène Lupin II came in disguise. So the only two persons who were safe from the contract was Lupin himself and Lupin II. These two were the only people who were safe from the contract, even if they, failed. All right. Anyways, now here, this is the section when I thought it was some sort of a chess game or whatever, because these big structures were actually like rooks, rooks in a chessboard, and they're trying to find out how to get in. And Mayon Hood kept a close eye on all, these two, and saw when Lupin triggered the trap to get inside. And yeah, he just followed him in. Later on, Lupin gets inside. There's like so many crazy things. There's like a chamber called Insanity, where Lupin gets in and tries to go to the other side, and there's like a lot of traps and everything, and just it's crazy, And he's like, oh yeah, this is definitely Insanity. And it's so crazy that when he come outside, he just sees that it was just the side door that he came out from. So that was just for nothing. And yeah, that is Insanity. Now, here is where later on, when Lupin comes in front of that door, where there's a lot of safe, those safe, what's it called? Dials. Fulan comes in, and here from this point onwards, this is Lupin's dad. This is not Fulan. So okay, here we see like Fulan throw or Lupin's dad. I'm going to call her Fulan, unless and until the reveal. So he throws the thing that she was wearing. Okay, where's that part? Just a minute. Let me go to that section. Yeah. And the lasers shoot it. Wait, it explodes, doesn't it? Just a minute. Yeah, the way she's speaking as well makes so much sense. She says like he won't hand out the legacy to anyone foolish enough to die in this trap. And yeah, this is Lupin's dad talking. It makes so much sense now that I'm listening to it again, knowing the fact this is Lupin's dad, because he's trying to tell his son that it won't be that easy, and throws the thing, the shawl that she was wearing. And it's now here it did kind of, I did feel this part a little bit suspicious. I was like, what the hell, that laser shot it and it became a smoke screen. Like this seems like someone who's like Lupin would do something like that, and it doesn't seem like a person like Fulan would do something like this. And it makes so much sense, because that's actually Lupin's dad. He did that, like a smoke screen, these type of things. And he just dodged those lasers and starts unlocking the safe dials. Lupin also starts doing it, and for a moment he forgot the fact that the laser was still there after being successful. Oh, here we get a little bit of a glimpse of how they used to train. Lupin is like, oh, I have your food is inside the safe, open it and then eat. And it's like some crazy training that he went through, and that is why he's so good. Like from the child, from his childhood, he has been just hammered in these type of like like these skills have been hammered into him. Now, okay, yeah, like I said, after being successful, he got kind of kind of becomes a little bit careless about the situation, gets up, and the lasers get him. We're almost going to get him. Fulan, or Rupan's dad, helps him out at that moment. And there you go, it makes so much sense. Like at this moment, I wasn't really that suspicious. I was like, oh, she probably helped him out because she needed his help. That's why, probably, give and take relationship, I thought it was going on. But it makes sense why, he helped him out. All right. And here again, these conversations make so much different sense now that I know it's Rupan's dad. She asks, like, let me ask you, why did you participate in the game? I don't get the impression you're in for the inheritance. There you go. Because I'm pretty sure Rupan's dad was also curious. It's like, why is my son doing this? I've seen him, and I don't think he's the type of person who would go for the inheritance. So why is he doing it? So that's probably why he asked him the question. And there you go. And here he says, because I'm really pissed off. And this part is interesting again. Why? It's because he did not know he's talking to his dad. And he actually tells his dad about his own grievances, which also includes his dad as well. I'm going to watch this part again and see how Fulan reacts to this part. Let's see. Because, okay, he says like it pisses me off, the genius kid, the pompous meathead with a bow, the old, who just wants me to be a thief, and my asshole of a dad who straight up took me from that grandpa and left me alone. Screw everyone. Okay, there you go. We can see Fulan's like looking at him, and there you go. Lupin literally told his dad about his grievances about him, which probably never would have happened if he asked him normally about it, But since Lupin did not know that it's actually Lupin the second, he told everything to Fulan. And he says, like, I bet you think he's stupid. And she says, no, young people like you have every right to be angry. You have my sentiments. And besides, I need someone to walk in front. Okay, there you go. So now another interesting little detail I realize here is I'm not really sure if Arsene Lupin realized in this moment that Lupin the second was here, because we zoom in into Arsene Lupin on his bed sitting down, and he's looking at the camera, like very menacingly, because I feel like he realized that Lupin the second is actually there in Fulan's disguise. I don't know how, but he probably realized that. Okay, next we get to see Lupin and Fulan go to the next section with the burning oil or whatever, and Lupin goes to the other side. While all of this is happening, we get to see that the next chamber is where there's like a spinning wheel, 4 tools, a gun, a knife, a bandage, and a key. Now for a moment I thought that, oh, maybe this is actually a trick thing. Maybe everyone gets a key or everyone gets a gun, and they're trying to like scare each other out, and this is like a way to do it. But I think like that was not the thing. It was a very clear and straightforward game. There was no actual deceiving in this game, because there were actually 4 things. I don't know, I thought maybe everyone would get the same thing and they would try to figure out who has the other thing, while everyone had the same thing or something like that. I thought it would be some kind of a trickery like that, but no, it was as it was explained. It was basically just like that. There was no duplicates there, 4 things, and that's it. Because I remember while reacting to it, I said something like, oh, maybe everyone has a key, or oh, maybe everyone has a gun, because I thought maybe it was some kind of a trick like that. No, there's no such trick. Those are actually like key, knife, gun, and bandage. That's it. And okay, so they spin the wheel, and Lupin gets something, and they don't show that to us at that moment, obviously. But yeah, next we are in front of inside the final chamber, and Arsene Lupin is like, congratulations on the final room, and the room collapses, and we see in front of us the actual final room. And there is like, he's like, all right, here that room opens with one key, the key that was in the other room. So what you have to do is get to it, you know. Now, like I said, this is kind of like a game of rock paper scissors if you think about it. Like, there's a gun, there's a knife, there's a key, and there's a bandage. So I feel like the person who is the most disadvantageous here is the person with the bandage, but that person could probably help out someone who gets slashed by the knife. So I feel like this is the trick to this whole game. I feel like if you decide to cooperate with someone, because I remember Fulan kind of, not Fulan but Rupan the second, actually thinking in this section, like, should I cooperate with someone, or was it Rupan who thought? Either of them thought about that. And this is another, I feel like, another interesting part of the game, because if you decide to cooperate with someone, the best combination would be the person with the gun and the person with the knife. The person with the gun and the person with the bandage. These two, if they kind of cooperate with each other, I feel like, then it's a better what can I say, the combination, because the other two, one of them will have the knife and the other person will have the key, you know. So the person who has a knife, if they try to attack the person with the gun, obviously, because that person is the most threat, a threat. I don't know, maybe the bandage could help at that moment. However, the fact that the person who would have the gun would be the most strong here, that is also true. So I was thinking, will they really make it that one-sided? Because if you have the gun, I feel like you don't have to cooperate with anyone, you know. The knife person might become a threat to you. However, still, you have a goddamn gun with you. You can just shoot him or shoot her, whatever. So it will be too one-sided. So I was thinking, like, is this really something like that? If a person actually has a gun, then they could just shoot him. So what's going on? Something must be the trick here. That is why I was thinking, oh, maybe everyone had the key. That is why no one was doing something. Or maybe the gun actually did not exist, and it's just a little, like, a thing to throw you off, you know. So I was thinking, but Rupan comes up with a better deduction here in this situation, and he gives a better explanation here, which I realized, like, oh yeah, that's exactly what it's doing. He does that. The gun probably doesn't have any bullet. Makes so much sense now. All right, before we go to that section, here is one section that really confused me. Not confused, but oh no, that part comes a little bit later. Oh, never mind. The part where the heart section, when they were talking about, like, keep the heart intact, I was very confused there. I was like, why are they talking about the heart? I should have realized that he's actually deciding to transplant the heart. It should have come to me quicker, but I wasn't able to think of that at that moment. But we did get to see he's actually having a heart disease, so he needs help or medical assistance. Now, here, like I said, I was also wondering, will Arsene Lupin really make this that one-sided? And if he had made it that one-sided, why is the person with the gun not doing anything? You know, that is why I was thinking, like, maybe none of them has the gun. It's just a little thing to throw them off or something. Like, everyone would think the other person would have a gun and it's going to throw them off. However, that's not the case. Lupin gives a better explanation, which as soon as it's said, I realized, oh, this is exactly it. This is exactly what they did. So he says that now, while he was giving the speech, I also see him going little by little back. So I was thinking, oh, maybe Lupin has the key. That's exactly what Marian Hood also thought, which was also a bluff. And I was like, later on I realized, like, oh, Lupin, that was like a whole bluff. So there's like a bluff on top of a bluff on top of a bluff. That was like layers on top of layers. So Lupin starts going back, trying to bluff any one of them who had the gun to think that he had the key. And this is such an interesting plan that he made. He literally became the bait in this situation. Because first of all, he starts outing the secret of the person who has the gun. As soon as he said that, oh, the person with the gun probably either has 1 or 2 bullets or has no bullets at all, because that is why, they're not using the gun in front of us. if he has no bullets at all, then obviously he's the most useless one out here. Like an empty gun, like you cannot do anything with it. So like that is why he or she might try to threaten us with the gun, and unless and until we are confident that the gun doesn't have any bullet, we will be scared. That's the thing, and that's why they're not outing the fact that they have the gun. So that's one thing. And another thing I feel like that could have happened is no, that's exactly what happened. Is if he had 1 or 2 bullets, if he shot someone, the best person to shoot here would be the person with the knife, and that's how, or probably the person who is way more physically capable. So I think he had 2 bullets, didn't he? Wait a minute. Okay, you know what? I'm going to read this part. Lupin says, I'm thinking about the person with the gun. Why hasn't the person with us, with the gun has shot us? The answer is simple. We don't have enough bullets. The gun likely has 1, maybe 2 rounds loaded inside. Okay, now, like I said, here, I'm trying to find that part. Okay. Marion shoots Al, throws a brick towards Lupin, throws 2 bricks towards Lupin, gets him. Lupin falls down, and Marion goes and grabs him and points a gun towards. You seem pretty confident. Okay, Fulan tries to come towards Lupin. Don't try anything funny or the kid here dies. Okay, so here's the thing. He could either be bluffing in this section, or he actually had 2 rounds. Not really sure. So I was saying, if he had 2 bullets in the gun, the people who he would need to shoot in this section is the person with the knife and Fulan. Fulan was a must. Because I'm pretty sure 1 versus 1, Marion would have definitely lost against Fulan. So the only 2 threat person who's of a bigger threat to Marion was Fulan and the person with the knife. Now, if Fulan had the knife on her, then he would have only needed 1 bullet to take care of the whole situation. Because Lupin and Al, I feel like if he had a gun with a bullet in it, he could easily threaten them and stop. If it was against Fulan, if he tried to threaten Fulan with a gun, Fulan probably somehow would have, I don't know, overpowered him some way or the other. Taken the opportunity to get him. Because most definitely you would lower your guard when you try to open the door, When you go to the door and try to open it using the key, you're definitely going to lower your guard. So if Fulan was still okay, she could have easily gotten Marion Hood. So I'm pretty sure Marion probably made a lot of plans in his head. He definitely thought he had to get the person with the knife, and also the person, also Fulan, he had to get. But everything starts going out of the plan. Everything started falling apart when Lupin starts explaining about the situation and literally told everyone that, oh, the person who has a gun doesn't have much bullet in it. They'll probably try to threaten you, but it wouldn't work because he don't have all the bullets. Because if he had the bullets, he could have easily defeated us all in a mere seconds. And as soon as he said that, he realized that Lupin is going backwards. So he realized that Lupin probably has the key, and now that everyone knows that I don't have enough bullet, they might try to overpower me. So he immediately shot shot Albert, and decided to go towards Lupin and take him hostage, because Fulan is going to stop, and Fulan would probably try to help Lupin. I'm pretty sure that was his plan, and he exactly did that. He had a different plan, but he changed his plan immediately after he realized that what Lupin is trying to do. Lupin is trying to open the door because he must have had the key, while he's telling everyone that, oh, the person who has the gun doesn't have much bullet, so no one would be afraid of him. They'll probably try to overpower him. So he had to immediately work, did his thing. He did it. He got Rupan here. The only mistake that he made here is that he did not realize that Rupan put a fake key, and he deliberately himself acted as a bait to out him. So like I said, Rupan here completely acted as a bait. Not only did he try to bait the person who has the gun with it to come out and show his identity, he also acted as if he had the key, to to make them more, what can I say, to make them what's it called, to make them think that he has the key so that they take their action quick. So he actually was like the scapegoat here. He acted, he put himself in harm's way to figure out who it was, because like the person who had the gun could have done anything. He could have shot him as well. So that was a very risky move that he took. Either way, he gets taken hostage, and like I said, Marian, who did not realize that Rupan put a fake key in his pocket, and he was not the one who had the key with him. So he takes the key and he's like, oh, let me open this. And yeah, it doesn't open. And as soon as he tries to open the door, nothing happens. He realizes it, goes close to the door, tries to point the gun at the other person. Spikes come out. Now, I'm guessing the spikes came out because he used a wrong key on the door. I'm pretty sure that was like trapped like that. That is why. Like anyone who tries to use a wrong key, or tries to, I'm guessing, probably try to break the door or something, would get spiked completely. And that's exactly what happened. Like, unless and until you use the correct key, this is going to happen. Now, either way, okay, so either way, yeah, like we get to see Marian, who almost dies here, and we get to see Lupin, how Lupin tricked everyone. Not everyone, because the person who had the key on him would probably realize, that's Al here, Al had the key on him, would probably realize like something fishy is going on, because he has the key, so why does Lupin has the key? But either way, that was a really solid plan. And not only that, suddenly there's like a few people comes in, and Lupin is like, no, what about Albert? So Fulan says like, these are fake bullets. He doesn't want to shed unnecessary blood. This part started confusing me. Okay, where's that part? They start talking about the heart. Where is that section? Okay, Lupin says like, you may think he wanted to avoid useless bloodshed, but all he wanted was to keep our hearts in one piece. I was like, what is Lupin talking about? Heart? What heart? And that's when it clicked little by little. I was like, oh my god, this guy tries to take the heart of these people here, because his own heart is, he wants a heart transplant. And goddamn. All right, so here at the end of the game, we get the explanation. Lupin himself says, what's that part? Okay, Lupin himself, no, not Lupin, but we get an explanation. We see that Marion has been taken and his heart is being taken out. Okay, he says, as per the contract that he signed, I'm stealing Marion's heart. Shows the contract, all the fake letters fall down. Okay, I agree that in event of my death, I will give the heart to Arsene. There you go. There you go. So that was the whole plan. And that is why as soon as Marion got skewered, he did not have anything that could, that would harm them, like the bullet that he had was also like a fake bullet. And you know what, I feel like this was a but still it was pretty dangerous, and this was like a whole game. I was going to say that he did not plan to directly kill anyone, but if someone ended up dead, he would take their heart. Like that was that this type of thing. But the traps that he set for everyone was pretty dangerous, so anyone could have died. And that was like his whole game. And he says like, I wouldn't last very long if the heart that I ended up with was second rate, and Alice like, that means you were willing to steal your own grandson's heart. He says like, well, his heart would have been perfect match with my body, but the signature was wrong. He did not sign. He used like another vanishing ink, and it was not a signature that he did. And Lupin knew about it, and he deliberately signed it like that. And he says that I knew it. He's the only one fit to fill my shoes after I'm gone. And he starts laughing like a maniac. And there you go. And Lupin himself says like, no way is it possible that my grandfather is going to give his legacy away in a stupid game like this. And there you go. So this is crazy, like he basically baited everyone to think that he's giving away the inheritance, but he just used them to his advantage to prolong his own life. Wow. That's evil. That is evil. So literally what happened here is like, you go to a place expecting, I don't know, some kind of a reward. You go to a game show. Literally, this is what's happening. You go to a game show, play a life and death game to, in the end, to realize that there's no prize. You basically signed a contract in which you lose something. So you play the game of life and death, and in the end, you're the one who loses something. That's evil. That's very evil. And my God. That was funny. So later on, we get to see that Lupin is like, when Lupin is going back, you see Fulan has been actually, tied into a tree. And then he realizes that the person who was with him up until now was actually his dad. Now here, for a moment, I thought it was a butler girl. It was Shinobu, because she was there in the keeping an eye on him. But it makes better sense that it was not her, but she was just there to keep an eye on Lupin, and if something happens to Lupin, she was supposed to report it to Lupin II, and that's exactly what she did. And Lupin II took Fulan's disguise and came in, and he jumps down. Lupin II gets into the car and leaves. That was good. And later on, Lupin and Jigen kind of talk about their unfortunate situations. And Lupin complains about the dad. Not only Lupin, Jigen also complains. Well, why do parents always have to be such selfish? Because they all think kids are some kind of property they own. Not to mention they're friggin' awful at raising us. And that's where it ended. Wow, like I said, this is, out of the 3 episodes, this was my favorite. This had so many layers to the deception, and it was so good. Like, wow, that was a really good part. A good episode, and damn. Yeah, wow, I'm very happy with this episode. Like, this is just very good. And we can see how crazy this guy is, like, Arsène Lupin. Like, he's actually evil. He's like I don't know, like this type of a chaotic personality, which Lupin II doesn't seem to have in that amount. Lupin II also seems to be very, what can I say? I don't know, like, he also seems to be very hardcore. However, Arsène Lupin is hardcore in a different way. Like I said, he was ready to involve his own grandson into this whole thing. Not only that, he he was also ready, like he literally brought everyone like, luring them in to think that they're going to get his inheritance. Well, what he did was literally steal their heart from them. So he's a real swindler. He's a real con man, you know. He tells you he's going to give you something in return of a life and death game, and in the end he steals something from you. That's literally what happened here. And oh my god, that's crazy. And he just stole the other person's heart and tricked them into signing the contract. Not only that, so yeah, wow, that was something. And there you go. So that is it. I love this episode. This was probably the best. Let's see if 3 more episodes left after this. So let's see if any of the other 3 episodes is able to top this one, because this is my absolute favorite. So that's it. Thank you for watching. This was my reaction to episode number 3 of Lupin Zero. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know, and I'll check them out. And yeah, that is it. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys next week with another episode of Lupin Zero. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.